It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. And it comes your way next.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. Here's Avery Williams on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 46. That's into the hands of Barkley. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. One of the tight ends motioning right. Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Center return, Nyheim Hines. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. They're out and set. First and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. That throw finds Conklin. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Finds McConkey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47, into the hands of Conklin. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Give now to the running back. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. He connects downfield on 4th. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Back to throw, here's Herbert. He rolls to his right. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
3rd and goal, here's Herbert. Chased out to his right. And this is going to be an LA touchdown! The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked by Alohi Gilman. And he makes the Hets go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to SoFi right after this. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots at this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. They've got first down from the 31. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Looking the sideline, that's Goddard. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, here's Hurts. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So it's second down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Hurts trying again on second down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. So now it's going to be third and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
On third down, it's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Back to throw, Hurts. Brushes him off with ease. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3 now. Here's Hurts. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chargers are going to set up just beyond the 10-yard line.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Out Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Play action now for Herbert. Buys top. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again following the sack. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Herbert from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
On 1st down, Hurts finds the in route complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You can put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback, he's scanning, right? It's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3, nobody's open. And then bam, sack lunch.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Bails out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That throw finds Johnston. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Herbert with a blitz coming. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 from the 41. It's Herbert once more. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tiburon now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts to throw. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Second and 3 now. From the pistol, Hurts. Hauled in left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Hurts looking to throw. He's on the move. He's keeping it again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. We've reached halftime, and it's a comfortable 11-point lead for him at the break. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We're accustomed to seeing strong quarterback play. We got that in the first half from Justin Herbert. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Hines. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Chargers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. On the play fake, it's Herbert. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Herbert now, blitz coming. That throw finds Coughlin. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 3 now. Now Herbert to throw. Short pass brought in. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. A tight end in motion now. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Herbert on 1st down. Escapes out to the left. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Herbert. He has it at the 5. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally, you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Flush down out to his left. And they take this in for the score. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. His third total score in this game. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. He'll try left side out of the option. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hurts setting up to throw. This finds Smith. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. From the 48. This one finds Goddard. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped by Deion Henley.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and just 2 to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. They're across the 40. Nice run here. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Hey, forget about it. Forget 1st down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. On 1st down, Hurts hits him on the out route. And he gets this forward to the 19.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They kick the running back in motion. From the 19. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Hurts throwing again. Forced out to his... And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles start the second half with some needed points. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles make it an 11-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chargers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 14. Completed over the middle. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Cooper DeJean with the stop. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Herbert from the gun. Touchdown, Los Angeles! Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers push their lead to 18. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. His return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Smith. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover, the defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense...
The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's a give up the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And a man is there to knock that away. Could not beat the defender there. So it'll be 2nd down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Herbert. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky deadline, without that ball being tipped, we're looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Herbert. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Tiburon now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers continue piling on to this lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. Well, we all know at this point, turnover's the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down throwing for Hurts. He's on the move. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Another carry for him. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers on the favorable end of this blowout. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They send a tight end in motion. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this is down across the 30 before it stopped. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.